Welcome to the Gaggle, where we talk politics in Arizona and beyond. This week, Senator John McCain has a health scare, and Congresswoman Martha McSally is spending money like it's going out of style. But we start with the effort to repeal an expansion of the state school voucher law. Yvonne, how is the signature gathering going?
I wish I could independently tell you how it was going, but because Save Our Schools Now will not give us a number of signatures, we don't really know. They say they're on track. However, they have just hired petition circulators to go out and, they said, kind of give them an insurance policy to ensure that they will have enough in the event that several get, or thousands get thrown out.
Is that a sign of trouble?
Some might say that that's a sign of trouble. Others would say that these guys are being smart. They understand the pressures of trying to get enough signatures on a volunteer basis. They've got 2 weeks left, and I guess we'll see how it goes. But I did talk to Senator Debbie Lesko this morning. She's over at the ALEC conference in Denver, and she says, look, I'll have to wait and see what happens, but all options are on the table. If this thing moves forward, and if they do have enough signatures, there might be talk of the legislature coming back and repealing the ESA expansion law.
So that would pull that right off the ballot then?
Right off the ballot, and right off the talking points of Democrats who, want to use this as a way to do in Republicans, namely Doug Ducey.
Wow, that's a twist. Dan Nowicki, Senator John McCain had a craniotomy, which I guess for those at home involves opening up your skull and, in this case, getting a almost 2-inch blood clot out of his head. Right. How's he doing, and do we know anything else about his condition?
From all reports that we're getting, he's doing well under the circumstances. He's going to be sidelined at least a week, possibly more, but he's also going to listen to his doctors, and if they say you need another week, he's going to listen to that. So it looked for a while that he was going to, possibly hold up the Senate healthcare vote, but it turns out on Monday the bill fell apart without McCain. It turned out his absence wasn't an issue one way or the other. Obviously, it looks like the plan B to just repeal Obamacare outright with a two-year delay also is falling apart. So by the time McCain gets back, who knows what's going to be on the agenda?
Healthcare may be off the table.
Right.
Ron, you wrote about Martha McSally, who is in one of the state's most competitive, maybe one of the nation's most competitive House districts, and she has raised a ton of money, but also spent almost a ton of money.
Right. A little more than half a ton.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
She raised about $1 million last quarter. This is one of the top totals in the House in the second quarter this year. That put her, I think, at number 5 nationally. And for context, people like Paul Ryan and Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy were ahead of her. So she's pretty rare air in terms of what she brings in. But she also spent $660,000 last quarter. So she's been doing a lot of messaging, mails, and consulting expenses and such. She was number 1 in the entire House in expenditures last quarter. So I think that the sinking poll ratings for her, the heat that she's taken for things like the healthcare vote, it seems to have forced her campaign into an early and active stage in this cycle.
So you don't fit the stereotype about journalists that were bad at math. How much is she going to spend by the time November 2018 rolls around?
Gosh, that's a hard prediction, but she spent about $8 million last cycle, so my guess is it's going to be more than that, and we're on
She's running ahead of that schedule. Yvonne, what are you looking for this week?
I want to see how the ALEC conference goes.
Interesting. Ron?
McSally's district may get more competitors. We'll keep an eye on that.
Dan?
And I'm watching the Senate race that's developing, lots of speculation and rumors about this person or that person considering a run against Jeff Flake.
That's it for this week. Thanks for watching.